Hey guys, welcome to the channel. Today on the channel we're going to be talking about this Dewalt LED area work light. Some people like to call it floodlight, work light, LED lantern, whatever it is. People are using it all mostly for the same purpose. So, a couple quick specs. Made by Dewalt in their 20 volt max platform. It's got a rafter hook hanging off a rafter, pivots, turns. You can hang the rafter forwards, backwards, EMT, gas. I do not recommend doing that, so that's fine. Pivots from 0 or 90 degrees depending on how you look at it. 140 degrees the other way. It does not go 180 degrees, okay? It's got two settings, high and a low. High is 500 lumens, low is 250 lumens. On high, with a 4 amp hour battery, I think Dewalt says it'll run a little over 9 hours, or a little around 9 hours. On low, about 22 hours or something along those lines. Don't quote me on that. Anyway, like I said, 500 lumens on high, 250 lumens on low. It's got an LED light strip, 3 of them right here behind this acrylic, or I don't know what you call this, but it is crack resistant housing. 3 LED strips. These LED strips are actually incredibly bright. I do not recommend shining it in your eye. It's got a big heatsink behind the LED strip to get rid of that heat. 3 ventilation holes on this side, top, and this other side, but none on the bottom. Dewalt pistol grip, not too much to worry about. Most of you guys using Dewalt tools know what that feels like, very comfortable. Although most people are not holding this for long periods of time, so not too much to worry about there. It does have the belt hooks on both sides. It's got a little area where you can tie a lanyard or something like that around it. Works fine. When it gets low, it'll start blinking. I think it blinks twice, and if it's on high, it'll drop down to low. It works fine. Haven't had any issues. Fell off a ladder, fell off a roof. Still works fine. A little bit scuffed up on that point. It's got some paint marks on it. It's got the Dewalt overmolding, standard overmolding they have on most of their tools. Non-marring, a little bit non-skid. The overmolding comes out a little bit more than the tool, so that if you're putting it on a sensitive surface like a counter, or not maybe a counter or a cabinet or something, you don't have to worry too much about scuffing it up. It is a little also rubbery, so you don't have to worry about it sliding too much if you're on some kind of slippery surface. So that's pretty good. I believe all the Dewalt batteries fit on it. As you know, there's no spacing on the bottom to encase the battery. This is Dewalt FlexVolt 6 amp hour battery. I've been using it, had the light a little over 4 years. It's performed well. It's got us out of a lot of situations, you know, whatever you would use a work area light for. You know, if you're in the DIY side, not sure how much use you would get out of it. Although I do recommend you would buy that if you are in a Dewalt 20 volt platform. Good for mechanics. I've actually hung it off a lot of the, what do you call it, the hood hooks. Been working very well. Although I do have to recommend not using a big battery if you're hanging it off of something that's not too strong. This battery and this light setup right here is really heavy. So pretty good. I've had it, no issues, hasn't been broken, hasn't really been abused, but has been used a lot. So I don't really have too many gripes about it, except for the one thing, it does not go back 180 degrees. That's a little bit annoying for me, because I like to bounce the light off the ceiling, make it diffuse a little bit better. I do wish that they would allow that to happen, or build some kind of plastic diffuser thing that you could clip on for people that want to diffuse it a little bit more. I haven't had a problem with it overheating. I've used it straight at least 8 to 10 hours, no problem. On high. So it's a great little light. The lights have come a long way. We used to have a Dewalt non-LED halogen incandescent, I guess it was a spotlight. Those weren't really too many area lights there. Those weren't as bright, got a little bit warm. didn't have a good run time. So if you're in a Dewalt 20 volt platform and you're looking for an area light or a work light or an LED light or a lantern, I definitely recommend you getting this light. Full disclosure, Dewalt is not sponsoring this video and nobody is paying me to say any of these things. That's just my personal opinion after having this light for about 4 years. So like I said, if you're in a 20 volt platform and you're looking for a light, or even if you're not looking for a light, this is probably better around the house better than a flashlight. Use it for grilling in the dark, crawl space, in the attic, help in all areas. So I know sometimes they have a deal with the tool and the 4 amp hour battery for roughly like 89, somewhere around there, depending on your region. That's a great deal because it gets you into the Dewalt platform if you're not already in it. But a lot of people are using Dewalt tools, so good tool. If you got anything to say, put it in the comments below, and then we'll see you guys next time.